Visual Studio Code is a cross-platform script editor by Microsoft. Means Windows, Linux, macOS, anywhere it can be installed and used. It is free, means we don't have to pay anything for using it. Just download it and install it and start using it. And it is open source, means anybody can contribute to the VS Code by developing its extensions and other required components. Visual Studio Code is not just a software but a platform in itself. We can use VS Code as an interpreter for many languages like Python, C++, PowerShell and many more. Visual Studio Code can be extended via extensions. Extension is basically a piece of software that is once installed act as an interface between VS Code and language itself. For example, if we want to use VS Code for Python, we need to install Python extension in VS Code. In the same way, if we want to use VS Code for PowerShell, we need to install its extension in VS Code. VS Code supports all the features that are available in PowerShell ISE. In fact, it provides much more features than that. You may have heard that Microsoft is no longer actively developing the PowerShell integrated scripting environment. So I believe it's the right time to make a move to the Visual Studio Code even if you are a PowerShell ISE user for a long time. You need not to worry about new interface of VS Code. We can configure VS Code so that it behaves largely like PowerShell ISE. We will see it how we can do it in demo. For installing Visual Studio Code, first we need to download this. So again, for downloading we don't need to remember any URL or link. Just type Visual Studio Code in Google or your browser or any search engine. Enter. The very first link that indicates to code.visualstudio.com. Just click on download from that link and it should show a screen like this. We need to choose as per our OS, like in case we have Macintosh we can use this setup, in case we have Linux or Unix accordingly we can choose from here. Because I have Windows version, so I will be downloading Windows version. Click on this and it will download as per our OS. Like if our OS is 64-bit, it will download that 64-bit. In case 32-bit, it will download accordingly. As soon as our download is complete, just click on this and it will start the setup. Once our setup is started, we can close the browser. Just accept the agreement and click next. We can just keep the default path. Because I installed this Visual Studio Code previously, so it is asking me if I want to overwrite my older folder. Yes. Next. Please ensure that this check mark is checked, like add to path requires shell restart. This will help us to run our VS Code even from command prompt. We can click next. We can cross check our settings here. Like if we are okay with all these, we can click install. As soon as our setup is complete, we can launch the Visual Studio Code. Finish. So like when our Power Studio Code opens, it looks like this. So currently it doesn't has PowerShell extension. So we need to install PowerShell extension in this so that we can manage our PowerShell code. Like it is also suggesting me, do you want to install recommended extension for PowerShell? Because I am already trying to open PS1 files in Visual Studio Code. Though it is picking from my previous session, on the basis of that it is suggesting me I don't want to install this. We will be installing from here so that you can see, like in activity bar we have a button extensions. Click on that and from there we can choose the extension with name PowerShell. Once we type this, we get so many extensions. We need to choose one that is from Microsoft. Just click on install and it is installing. As you can see, this extension is from Microsoft and it has installed, and We can close this. We can close all these things. No, I don't want to save. No, I don't want to save. No. So we can just close this VS Code and we will open it again. To open VS Code, we can type in search button like Visual Studio Code, and we can see this application is there. We can click just this one, and as you can see, we have one extension over there like PowerShell Command Explorer. If we will click that, so our PowerShell console is ready. But as you can see, it is very much different from PowerShell ISC. In case somebody is coming from PowerShell ISC background, he can feel some difficulty in using VS Code. For that, Microsoft has a provision like we can create a PowerShell ISC environment in Visual Studio as well. So in such case, if we want to create a PowerShell ISC environment in our Visual Studio Code, we can create that. Like we can click View, click on Command Palette and type here ISC, and we can see we have one option is there, enable ISC mode. Click on that, and as soon as we click on that, you can see our view has changed. Okay, so we can just maximize it and you can see like this. If we try to check like which version of this PowerShell is, PS version, enter, and you can see it is our PowerShell core. Okay, and in case we want to create a new script, we can create, like we can create a new file and like get-service. As you can see, we are getting our IntelliSense as well. Like if we try to type some command, we get hints for its auto completion like we saw in our PowerShell ISC. So basically Visual Studio Code has all the features of PowerShell ISC. In fact, it has more than that. So if we type and like PowerShell ISC, we have here run the complete script or run some selection. So let me run the selection. As you can see, our command has run and it is showing the output. In case we want to check like, or if we want to work with Windows PowerShell version, so we can do with that as well. Like we can select PowerShell here, and if you will see its version, its version is PS version 5.1 and PS Edition is desktop, means it is Windows PowerShell. So now you can see like we have exactly same environment as of PowerShell ISC. So in case anybody is coming from PowerShell ISC background or he want to work in that environment, he can create an environment in Visual Studio Code as well, and he can enjoy the same environment. And in case we want just these two consoles only, we can hide this one, just hide sidebar, and now we are getting full space to work. And we have so many options over there. Like basically Visual Studio Code is a platform in itself. So if we try to cover its features, even days and weeks will be less. So we will not be going in that depth. In case required, we will be creating a separate video for that. So for now, for this series, this is enough.